What's up, everybody? Good morning. The Germ here. We are off to Connecticut. Actually, I shouldn't say we're off to Connecticut. We are actually in Connecticut. We are heading over to the Elephant Trunk Flea Market in New Milford, Connecticut. And it is going to rain. Last couple weeks have been canceled, and I am super excited to go to it. I have the suspicion it's not going to be that big. We'll be able to tell, obviously, when we get there. You know, it's funny when you pass by the flea market, all the vendors, it's like two-sided. They always line up more vendors on the side facing the road, so it looks like it's bigger than it is. So I'll show you guys that when we pass. But yeah, it's definitely going to rain today, and they're still holding it. So we'll see what happens when we get there. Here we go as we pass the flea market. All right. Doesn't look terrible. It sucks when you get weekend after weekend of rain, especially when you're a vendor at a flea market, man. You're trying to make some money, you're trying to sell some things, and it just keeps doing it. But they're trying their best. I think it said the rain was gonna start around 2 o'clock, so it's gonna buy them some time. I don't know. It's pretty dark out. I don't know if it's gonna last till 2. We're gonna find out, though. I'm sure. I guarantee you, I'm gonna be there when it starts raining. I guarantee it. Hopefully, there are some fines left. I live about an hour away from here, and it is just after 9 o'clock. Finding a parking spot is always fun. And we are in. Look at this right away. Awesome vegetable stand. This looks pretty cool. Quite the setup there. Okay, we're gonna go all the way to the back. I say it every time. It's like Disney World. You gotta get to the rides at the back first. And we're gonna try to make it through this whole entire flea market before it starts raining. I think we could do it. Maybe. Might as well start with a little Americana right here. I didn't count them. He says it's a 48-star flag. I don't know, you guys count them, let me know. Awesome. I don't know, someone's gonna look it up in the comments below, but let me know. I don't know what year Alaska and Hawaii joined. I'm gonna say off the top of my head it was like 1959, somewhere around there. That's somewhere around there is when we got the 50-star flag. I have in my office at work, I actually have 2 small parade flags. You know, if you go to like a parade, they hand out the little American flags. I actually have 2 48-star flags on the little wooden sticks framed, which is really cool. And someone framed them. I bought them at a thrift store for like $5, and I don't think they know what they had. I mean, you know, those things were pretty old. So here's the empty space in the back of the field. And here's the last row. You can see they weren't able to fill up the last row, which I'm not surprised at all, but we're gonna still walk it because you always start in the back, and maybe people didn't make it back here. Yeah, I'm sure everybody made it back here, but you know, maybe there's those items that I'm looking for nobody has seen. There's some of the first things we're coming across. I saw something kind of cool. I'm not buying any stuffed animals today, but look at these guys. He's got 2 of them. Tags still on them. California Raisins. These are, I think, posable too. Pretty awesome. This guy's got his eyes closed. First sign of any video games here. Ooh, in sync. I've been looking for that one. I haven't. Sorry to get you all upset. How much are the video games? Does it depend on the game, or are they all the same price?
I'm looking to do a set.
Oh, you're trying
the
to
Game Boy and the Charger.
Oh, okay. Games. Gotcha. Oh, a pink one, man. That's something.
Yeah.
How much for the Game Boy?
Looking for 130 for everything.
For everything.
Yeah. It works great.
Yeah. Did you charge it up, or?
Yeah, it's charged. Turn it on.
You got yeah, there you go. Awesome. Yeah, it does work good. Nice. Nice kid back there trying to hustle. Got the pink Game Boy 101, which is the backlit one, so that's good. 130 you wanted for everything. If there was a bunch of good games there, maybe if there's a 1 or 2 Pokemon games, I would do it, because then I can always resell something that I don't want, because I don't like Pokemon. Sorry to my new friend CJ who loves Pokemon. That's why I met this girl. I haven't really talked about it, not like as a relationship or anything like that, but I met this girl, and she's from my area, and she also collects, but she's into Pokemon stuff, which I am not. So I had this idea that we should go to this show together and actually hunt for games, because if we found Pokemon stuff, I'm not really interested. All right, we got some more stuff over here. We get some more games. Oh my God. So this is crazy. I wanted to buy it, but I couldn't make a deal with the guy. I found somebody that had a arcade game, a Nintendo Solemn, I can't say it, but you can see the name, arcade game of this. It actually came with the skis. It was pretty cool. They wanted like, I think $800 or $900 for it. I probably should have bought it, but it was bad timing. But we got some video games here. I think I've seen these before. Wheel of Fortune, tennis, Super Mario Brothers, yeah, nothing good. We got some DS games in here. Doesn't look like anything special. Sports games. Yeah, nothing good. We got a couple manuals in here. THQ was that for PlayStation. You know, sometimes I'll buy these. I think I've gone through his manuals before. This might have been where I got the Mario manual, which is awesome because that made me complete that box. I need a Rob the Robot manual is what I really need now to finish that one that I bought last week. Nope. Alright, this is cool. We got a NES and a Dreamcast. Unfortunately, it's like no wires.
The deals are icy at Whole Foods Market. Get ice cream and frozen desserts 35% off through Prime through July 11th.
This is interesting, like a knockoff Game Boy. Wonder if it works. Some Pez dispensers. Then I saw some video games over here. Let's see. Those aren't the video games. Here we go. Looks like some PC, Xbox 360. A lot of undesirables, unfortunately. All right, here we go. We got some cool stuff over here. U-Force. I've actually got one of these. What's up, man? How are you? Got a N64 and a Wii U, and we got some games. So I'm at one of these reseller scumbags that Danny. I'm just kidding, Danny. And Danny actually watches the channel, and I know he watches the channel because he just told me about a video that I put up. So that's pretty cool. This is your first time. You're a virgin.
First time here at the
first time at the flea market, and I haven't been here in weeks. So I found 2 things I'm interested in. We'll do some live negotiating. He's got Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest, which I'm trying to do a complete N64 collection. Not a very expensive game. He's got the price on the back. And I don't normally buy these guidebooks, but I saw this one here, and it looked really cool, and I opened it up, and I was just playing Choplifter yesterday on my Game Boy Advance. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's meant to be. So, Danny, you got a price of $10 on that one. All right, you got that one there.
10,
What do you think?
how about we do the
I have a prediction. I have the prediction in my head.
book at 5,
Okay, book at 5.
and we do the game at 8.
Oh, 5 and 8. I was thinking, let's see, 8, 9. 8. Yeah, you know what? That's a fair deal. I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Awesome.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
All right, so we got a deal. Danny was actually super awesome. It's cool when you meet a vendor, and they actually watch your channel. So that's awesome. Keeping an eye out here for some stuff. Got a guy waving to us. He's got no video games though. He's got washer fluid, but no video games. But it is good. We have popped the flea market cherry for the day, and Danny is here at his first flea market, and this is a rough one to be at. There's not as many people as there should be, and I think the overcast is scaring people away. But he'll do all right. He's got some good stuff there, and he's got a nice personality, so he'll do all right. And he had a really cool car. He had a Tesla Model Y, I think. So that was kind of cool. I was hoping that I could make a deal on that Game Boy SP, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That guy was strong on that 130, you know, and he wanted to sell it all as a lot, not piecemeal it out, which is what I want to do. This isn't good. I felt the first very light raindrop, and I haven't been here very long, but I'm almost halfway done with this side, so hopefully we can complete this side. It is going to be a quick show today. A lot of people have coins today. I've seen a lot of coins and paper money. Hopefully it's not a Pez dispenser day. We did see some Pez dispensers, but not a lot. I got to stop buying stuff for the wall because I got too much stuff to hang on the wall and not enough wall space. Why does this remind me of the movie The Goonies? The old typewriter. Awesome. That's so cool. This is pretty neat. I don't know what it is. We're going to open it up. He said we can open it up. $10 Walt Disney Disneyland souvenir and guide.
Buy Mad magazines for $20.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at this Mad Max. I've never seen this one before. Top Gun. That's hilarious. That's so funny. These were awesome. I think everyone had these as a kid. And then they had their competition, right? Cracked.
Yeah, they did. Actually, they were the guys from Crack left Mad to start
Paul
their own
Rubin.
magazine. If
Really?
I'm not mistaken.
See, I didn't know that.
Little mutiny there.
You got some good ones. These are some cool ones. I like this Paul Rubin one. That's hilarious. Very nice. How much are these?
$10 each.
10 each. He likes that number, $10. Everything over here is $10.
Everything's $10.
Everything's
except for
$10.
the stuff that's not.
Except for the stuff. I like that. That's pretty cool. Our price, $135, cheap. I wonder what these go for now. 1986.
$5.95, $6.95,
I don't know if they're that much. I don't know.
$8.95.
Vendor back there actually invented this thing, or it's pretty cool, and I can't show you guys because I'm too close to the camera, but it's basically like a quiche bowl, and he was telling me he used to sell things. He made this. They hand make these. He still does, and it's all made out of rubber bands. It's pretty cool. It's on an elastic strap, and it basically comes back to you. But he used to sell items, all rubber banded items, in Cracker Barrels. I can't say it. You guys know what I'm talking about. And you know that store. It's like a general store, restaurant. You get all kinds of cool little weird trinkets in there. So he used to sell a lot of his items in there. Really cool guy. Really nice to meet him, Nick. And he's the one that had the Mad magazine. But thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. That's really awesome. I'm gonna give this to my daughter. All right, we found another vendor with video games. All right, Mike. Are they individually priced or are they? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see if there's anything we need. Not a big Xbox collector. Burnout, good game. They used to be good games at least. Star Wars. Oh my God, is that Andre the Giant? Need for Speed. Never got into that series, the Need for Speed. These are a lot of the, I think these are a lot of the newer guys. I don't recognize any of these guys. Oh, nope, got one. Nacho Libre, right? That's Nacho Libre?
Nacho!
Oh my God, I don't recognize any of these wrestlers. I am definitely too old. Do you recognize any of these guys?
Yeah, well, you got John Cena.
Yeah, that guy, I knew the name.
You think? Okay, I'll do 10 for the whole.
I'm too new for me, these guys. My generation of wrestlers were like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man. You know, those were my guys, not John Cena and Nacho Libre.
Nacho!
Not sure Libre's not a real wrestler. Or maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe Jack Black does wrestle professionally with a mask on. We'll never know.
And that sold for $350. It had the hubcap.
I think we all had these as kids, right? Do they still make anything like this? I don't know if they still make these. But I had one. It was a Tyco one, just like this one. Probably not as old as this one, but I think I had one late 80s, early 90s. And I remember these guardrails would never stay on the track. These were so fun back in the day. And this guy's giving away deals, man. Snoopy Snow Cone Maker. Now, they made these recently, but I actually had one of these as a kid back in the 80s when I lived in Florida. But the ice up there, it's missing a lot of components. It's missing a little shaver thing. Anyone else have one of these when they were a kid?
Rubber?
Oh my God, do you guys remember these? Is this a official Trapper Keeper?
Official Lisa Frank Trapper
Dude,
Keeper.
I remember going to like Jamesway and Kmart and getting a new one every year. It wasn't, I didn't have this particular one. I will state that, but oh my God. And then they just disappeared. Everybody had these back in school back in the 80s.
Imperial.
Well,
Castle.
almost everybody. This gentleman over here, did you have one of those Trapper Keepers?
Never seen them before.
I have a feeling he didn't go to school in the 80s. That guy was hilarious. He just turned around when I was talking about the Trapper Keepers. He goes, I didn't. I asked him if he wanted to be in the video, because how hilarious is that he just interjected. He's like, I didn't have one of those. I was like, I don't think you were in the school in the 80s. Maybe you didn't have a Trapper Keeper. If this is sealed, I'm buying this. Oh, it's not sealed. Gosh. You know, there's always something missing. There's always pieces missing these things. Oh my God. Could you imagine you're putting this together and there's one piece missing? I think there was a Simpson episode on that.
Hey, Homer, what's with the deranged look? Ow! My eye! I'm not supposed to get jigs in it! It looks like you're missing a piece.
Looks like you're missing a wife.
I walked right into that one.
He's right, Dad. We're missing that singer's head. This is awful.
If this is like $1, I'll buy it. But this is not, you know what? Because if there's one piece missing, that's it. It's over. All right, I talked to John. I'm gonna make him an offer live on video. We'll see if he takes it. Now this could go either way. This is John. John, you got this puzzle. I typically don't buy puzzles for a reason. You know the reason why, John?
There's some missing pieces, I bet.
There's always a missing piece. So, how much for the 999 piece puzzle?
I will give that puzzle to you for $1.
This is the crazy part. I did not talk to John at all, right, John? I didn't talk to you?
This is our first conversation.
This is our first conversation. And the price I had in mind was $1 because I know what's going to happen to this thing. I'm going to go put it together. And I am going to put this together. I haven't done this in years. And one piece is going to be missing. So there you go, John.
If there are no pieces missing, I want to know.
If there are no pieces missing, I will come back next time and look for you.
Awesome.
And I'll give you another $1.
Awesome.
John says he cleans out storage units, so because I asked him how he acquired it right after I filmed that segment, and there's definitely pieces missing, 100% pieces missing, but we'll put it together. I'm wearing my Simpsons shirt today, so I had to find something Simpsons related. It's the second item I've seen for the Simpsons. I actually saw a Bart stuffed animal, which I did not buy. I'm not big on buying stuffed animals, although I have in the past. But yeah, for $1, that's exactly what I had in mind. I'll take a chance at $1. I smell video games. Not the old stuff that I like, oh, I've seen these before. Not the old stuff. You're looking for some more cartridge stuff. You got any cartridge stuff hanging out? I do not. No? All right, we're gonna pass on this stuff. I had one of these things. I think it's called the pachinko machine. I had one of these. It reminded me of when I bought a boat. I was so happy when I got one, and I was happy when I got it, and I was happy when I sold it. Yeah, I had one of those for at least 5 or 6 years. I remember I drove all the way to Philadelphia to go get one because it was a particular one that a girl that I dated a long time ago had, and it was just, I thought it was funny. But they say they're like owning boats. The best day the happiest day of boat ownership is the day you buy a boat and the day you sell it. I don't think I got that saying exactly right, but something like that. We are, of course, going backwards. This is the first row. Very empty first row. Now, these are the prepaid vendors, so, you know, if you get a day like this, they're not going to show up. We're going to head to the back again and do the other side. The other side's not as deep. I should say it's not as far back and not as wide. But we're going to go check it out anyway, because if you don't, you never know what you're going to miss out on. I feel like we're starting all over again, walking all the way to the back. And yeah, it's definitely not as deep going down. They made it long, but not as deep. So this should be pretty quick. And the other side is hit or miss, could go either way. A lot of the guys that are typically on this side are not vendors that prepaid, so they're not here every week unless they're on like an end cap. Those guys are typically here every week. So hopefully we can find some good finds over there. And then before I leave, I'm gonna go back to that guy that had the Game Boy SP at the beginning. And I don't think he's gonna take my offer for 50 bucks, but I'll at least throw it out there again. See if he wants to make some money before he leaves or before I leave. Because you never know if you don't make an offer. That's the only thing I can do is make that offer. These are kind of cool. This is actually a very good deal. $2 a piece for vintage magazines. It's probably at least 60s right here. A lot of people, what they do is they'll take out the advertisements like the Coca-Cola ads and they'll remove them and then they'll frame them. Let's see what year this is. August 1964. It was only 25 cents back then. This is actually a very good deal. Didn't see anything in particular I was looking for, and this is what I was talking about. It's not as deep. Usually the vendors go all the way back to the garbage cans there. You can see very empty, but it's kind of what you expect on a day like this. Oh, I know a friend that might like this. This is pretty neat. How much is the Toys R Us mug? $5. $5. All right, I'm gonna send this to a friend and see if they want me to buy it for them. Sure. Picked up the Toys R Us mug. She wanted $5 for it. Offered her $3 and she took it. It's pretty cool. I didn't notice the date on it, but it says 1990, so that's awesome. Definitely vintage. Needs to be washed, but looks clean. Doesn't look like it was ever drank out of, and it's double-sided. Mugs back to back. Six Flags Great Adventure. These are plastic. I'm not a big fan of the plastic stuff. A Bally's company. Really? I didn't know that. Look at them all.
I mean, it
Got
hasn't rained yet.
Not yet, man. You're very lucky.
Yep. Well,
Oh,
I would say we're all lucky.
that thing is so teasing me, man. That metal slug. I just need the case. No one wants to do that though, and he's got some.
I had the Wind Waker. I don't know if you remember that. I sold that just a little
Oh
while
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, the Wind Waker one.
It's cool. Resident Evil's good. I loved Resident Evil back then. It's not the same anymore.
No.
150 bucks. I need to really sell some of my collection because I was looking last night. I probably have 5 or 6 copies of Super Smash.
Oh, no, yeah.
And I probably have 4 or 5 copies of that, and it's crazy. I really need to sell some of my stuff. You got some good stuff though today.
Yep.
I regret doing this, but that Xbox 360, I had a really minty one.
Yeah.
I sold, and I actually shipped it. Someone bought it in Connecticut. Thing was mint, maybe 150 bucks I got for it. I had the matching controller, everything.
Right.
That's awesome. Oh wow, look at the Grand Theft Auto 5 PlayStation 3. It's cool. I like the box. All right, so this is crazy. I bought something from a reseller scumbag. 60 bucks, man. He did 60 bucks on Metal Slug after me looking at it show after show. $60. There's 3 of them there.
Scumbag deal.
Scumbag reseller. You could get a good deal from a scumbag reseller, see? And his name's Sean. Spelled the wrong way. Always hard to see in videos, but I don't know if you guys can tell. The rain is out. Hey kid, move over. Let me get some of that umbrella. You know what? Let me get in there. So I'm just gonna walk like this. Yeah, just keep going, sir. I'm going this way. Yeah, it's raining out. I don't have an umbrella. That's all right. I'm not worried about my hair getting wet, so I'm not like him. He's worried about his hair.
On Spotify and Apple Podcast.
And the Running Podcast.
See some controllers. Looking good. Sucks. Now you can see the ring, right? Wonder how much he wants for those. All right, see if anything. He's covered them up. At least he was smart about it, right? But at least the vendor's got a good sense of humor. The whole joke is, guys, with the scumbag reseller thing, it's something that goes way back into video game collecting. Wow, nice hat. You got, I can't. The whole scumbag reseller thing is a joke. You know, you used to be like, if you were reselling games, that's what they would call them. They would call them scumbag resellers. So it's a joke. I asked these guys before if they had a good sense of humor. So they knew what I was doing. So yeah, don't mean any harm, and we're just having a little fun here. Some of the vendors came prepared here and started covering some of their items up. All right, well, the rain didn't last very long. It's kind of drizzling out now, but nothing terrible. I'm hoping to make it through the rest of this show, and hopefully not everything is covered up. Bless you. I did bring only $100 with me today, so we are down to just $40. So I don't think I'm going to be able to make a deal at all on that Game Boy SP that we saw at the beginning of the video at this point. Elroy. The Jetsons. There is something very interesting that I've never seen before. Stuff your face. It reminds me of Hungry Hippo, and I guess if you lose the bowls, you can always use gumballs, right? That's pretty funny. I've never seen this game before. Let me know if any of you guys have had this. I've never seen this one. It's weird. Oh, still covered up. All right, we're gonna go to the next row. It is not raining anymore. It's like, I feel a little raindrop here and there, but nothing crazy. I guess we're on a streak of games that I've never seen before. There's another one. G.I. Joe Commando Attack game. What the heck? These things are like cardboard. What kind of game is this? It looks very dangerous for today. Oh, they're foam missile launcher. Looks like we're just about finished here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go talk to the guy with the SP. I don't have enough money to make even a fair offer at this point. You know, I set a budget of $100 for today. You know, I didn't want to spend $100, but I brought $100, and I figured if I have the money, I could spend it, but if I go home with it, I'm okay with that too. So I'll walk over to him, but that's it. I offered him 50, he declined it. You know, if I could go up to 60, maybe he would have accepted that, but I think I have 40 left, so I can't even make him a decent offer. Well, just for the heck of it, I walked by the vendor that had that Game Boy SP 101. He did sell it. I just walked by and I looked and it was gone. So someone got it, snatched it up. I hope they got a good deal. Hope you guys enjoyed this video from the Elephant's Trunk here on Sunday, July something or other. Until next time, guys, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, it is definitely coming down now, and I was making my way out anyway. But yeah, you can see everybody is making their way out. It's like when it rains at Six Flags. Everybody's like, mass exodus, time to get out. Oh man, I feel bad for the vendors. We knew this was coming. We knew this was gonna happen. It is what it is. It's raining.